We were talking about packages. We'll do a program, have a question. With the help of packages, calculate the sum of two numbers. With the help of packages, calculate the sum of two numbers. Okay. So what I can first do is, let me have my main program, or I'll write my package first. Okay, so I'll have my package over here. As you all know, to start a package, you should be naming the package. Let me give a name. Let me calculate. Any name, you can give any name. Let me calculate. Public class calculator. I'll save my program so that things are colorful and it is easy for in my packs. This is my main program, so I'll save it as calculator calculator.java. calculator.java. Hope the screen is visible for you. Okay. I've created a class called calculator. Now what I'm planning to do is I am planning to add up two numbers. So I can have a function for that. I'll have a function called public void add. Okay, let me pass two variables from my main, int a, int b. I write my function over here. Okay, instead of returning void, I'll have int. I'll return it out to my main so that you can get to know how returns happen between your main and the package. Okay, return a plus b. That's it, my package. Okay, let me calculate. This is my, I think my saving went wrong. Just a minute. This is my package, right? So I have to save it in a folder called package. File, save as. Let me create a folder over here. New folder. What is my folder name? Let me calculate. I'll rename it. Rename. Let me calculate. Let me calculate. Inside that, I will save my calculator.java. Inside that, I'll save my calculator.java. Okay, now I've created a package. Now I am going to import my package. So I'll write here import. Let me calculate the package, import the package, Control C, Control V, dot, my package name was calculator. If you're lazy typing, you can simply give a star. Just like we give import java.io.star, you can follow whichever method you want. Let me calculate dot calculator. Now I am going to write my main program. Okay, so let me just have something like a package demo. I'll even save my program. File, save as. Outside, I'm going to say pack demo. Pack demo.java. Save. Okay, pack demo. I'm going to have my main program over here. I have something called calculator. So what I will do is I'll create an object of the calculator. Calculator obj is equal to new calculator. Control C, Control V, new calculator. And let's say I'm directly giving my SOP over here. SOP println obj dot add. I'm calling my function. I have a function over here called, I have a function in my calculator called add. So I'm calling my function over here. Add, let's say any two numbers, 100 and 200. It should work. 110 and 200. It should work fine. Okay. Hope you're doing it together with me. Save your program. compile it and run the program. Okay, I'll run Java pack demo. Yeah, I get the answer 310. I did not compile my package. My package got auto compiled. I get the answer as 310. I've written over here extends calculator. I can extend calculator over here simply because calculator is public over here. Because calculator is public, the package I can import over here using extends. Inheritance will work because it is extends. Let's run the program once again. I'll run the same program. Let's see if it works. I'll compile it once again. It works perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine. Hope you're able to follow. I was able to extend because calculator was public. Because calculator was public. Now let's try giving it a default. Let's try giving it a default. Okay, calculator. Now to give it a default, very simple. Take off this public keyword over here. Now this is default. Hope you're able to see the screen of mine. Okay, when you take off the public keyword, it becomes default. Now let's work the same thing again. Yeah. Very simple. I will not be able to call up calculator. I will not be able to call up calculator because calculator is no longer public. Only if it is public, you can call it onto your driver program. This default means only in that particular package you have access to it. I'll do one more mischief. Okay, let's make this public, this public, this public, and let's make this default. This default. Now my class is public, but my function is default. My class is public, but my function is default. I'll take my program once again. I'll compile it. Okay. Now, I am not having the error for calculator. The class calculator is not having an error. If you remember, in the earlier error screen, we did have lots of errors coming up because both calculator and add both were default. Okay, now calculator, there is no error coming up because that class is public, but that particular thing called add, look here, that's what they're telling. Add is not public because I've given add as default, which means calculator is being very much called over there. The class is being called in my driver program, but you are not able to call the function called add. I'll take my program once again. Okay, I did not have an error in calculator because calculator was public, but I did have an error over here because this was default. This was default. Simply because this was default, I get an error over here in this particular statement telling that add is not public. So when you're using packages, if you give things as default, you will not be able to call them in your driver program. You give it public, you will be able to both call both the class and all the functions in your driver program. Have a small question for your homework. Have a small question for your homework. Perform a detailed calculator program. Perform a detailed calculator using packages. Perform a detailed calculator using packages. Okay, it's very simple. You can have many functions. I'll just copy paste all of this to give you a rough idea. Okay, have all the functions which you can think of a calculator, like, you can have add, sub, mult, divide, have everything, mult, divide. Okay, square root. Think of whatever things you have in a simple calculator, have everything. All these statements would change. Here, what you can do is do not have direct parameters over here. Take in two values, let's say take in A, take in a B, have a menu, 1 add, 2 sub, 3 mul, 4 divide, 5 logarithm, 6 the square root, and so on. Click whichever menu you want, call up that particular function, and let it work on packages. Depict the use of protected keyword. Depict the use of protected keyword in packages. Depict the use of protected keyword in packages. Okay, I'll just work on this same program. I'll just delete off everything. Okay, I'll have a package, I'll rename it. Let's say P1 protected. P1 protected. Hope you remember what is protected. Protected means you can only have one level of inheritance, either from the grandparent to the parent and then it stopped, or from the parent to the child. That's it. You will not have more than one level of inheritance. Package is also the same way. You can just you can just take a package from one level. Let's see how it works. You can have a public class, a demo of protected. I will just have something simple. Void display, void disp, SOP. I'll take an SOP from here. Okay, SOP, let's say protected demo. I'll save my program in a package called P1 protected demo. Okay, so I'll have to create a folder called P1 protected, and inside my folder, I will have to create demopro.java file, save as in packs. Let me create a new folder called P1 protected. P1 protected. Let me just check my spellings. P1 protected. Inside my P1 protected, I am having a program called demo P. It was a capital P. Demo pro.java. Okay. I'm having a package called demo pro, P1 protected. Now, I will have this particular method as protected. This is a protected method. This is a protected method means you will be very much able to call it in your driver program. Be it public, you can call it in any levels of packaging. If it is protected, you can call it only in one level. Now let me have my driver program. I'll have my driver program over here. I will have to call P1 protected, Control C. P1 protected dot demo pro. Okay, I'll have a new class. Let's say class protect demo. I'm just having these kind of class names so that you get to understand what it is. Extends demo pro. Okay, public static void main. Okay. Till here, is it fine? Till here, is it fine? Okay. Now look here. I am going to create. Now, usually in your earlier programs, you created objects of this, isn't it? Demo pro. Now what I'll do is let me create an object of this. Let's see if it works. class protected demo obj is equal to new obj dot display. Okay, now look here, class protect demo extends demo pro. Demo pro is nothing but this. I have something called disp, disp. Yeah, disp, it should work because it is a protected. Let me save my program. Let me run my program.